Has this ever happened to you? You just spent $120 on a board game only to find out that it's totally kicking your ass.
Alright, spend a soul. Chloranthy ring. Can anybody use it? No? Okay, spend another soul. Sorcerer's staff. Somebody's got to be able to use that, right? No? Okay. Zweihander. Surely somebody can use it. You've got to be kidding me!
Hey everyone, welcome to the Felroad Express's how-to video. This time we're going to teach you how to add some house rules to Dark Souls the board game to make it more like the video game and maybe help to balance it out a little bit. So let's get started.
Okay, Josh, what I've done here, I have set up 4 rooms with encounters.
Okay.
And we're just going to explain to people how they can make these encounters a little more profitable to them.
Nice.
So what I've done here, we're going to go ahead and break into the room.
Yep.
In this room, we would normally encounter 1 Silver Knight crossbowman and 1 hollow crossbowman.
And so in a 2-player game, if we win this room, we would get 4 souls.
Yes.
But the thing is, if we win any of these rooms, we get 4 souls.
4 souls.
Okay,
Yep.
so let's see how this rule works.
Okay, so
This is the first house rule that we've come up with, a new way of gathering souls, or calculating souls.
we're going to go ahead and set this up so that crossbowman or Silver Knight bowman lands
And
there,
then
and
Crossbowman's right here.
And we're not going to go through the playing and defeating of them because, you know, we can take these guys.
Yeah, we got
So
this.
they're dead post-game, post-fight.
All right.
Each of these guys has a certain threat value.
Which is on their card. That,
Yep. We'll flash to it on the big screen.
Yep.
You can see right here the hollow crossbow has a threat value of 2.
Yep.
And the Silver Knight Great Bowman has a threat value of 3.
All right.
So in order to make this a little bit more fair, we're going to add the threat values and then divide by 2
Okay.
in order to get our number of souls. So for this room,
It's
it would
5
be 5 divided by 2
2.
would be 2.5.
So whether you round up or down.
You can choose at home whether to
Yeah.
round up or down, depending on if you want to make it easier for yourself or harder. But
So let's say 3.
Well,
or we round up. Let's say we're going to round up. We're going to make it a little bit easier on ourselves. So we would get 3 souls for this encounter.
Yep. So we'll take that and add it to our stockpile.
And so this, you already went through and looked at them. This was the lowest number of souls you would get for a level 1 room.
Which is the easiest of the easy.
Easiest of the easy. So in here, you've got it set up for the highest value
Yep.
in the level 1 room.
So in this room we have, what do we have? A Silver Knight swordsman and 2 hollow swordsmen.
2 hollow swordsmen.
So again,
So that's
going
what they
through
are.
and presuming that we've already defeated them. The hollow soldier.
Okay, yeah, we defeated them. Get down.
The hollow soldier has a threat value of 5. So that's 5 times 2 is 10.
10
And the Silver Knight swordsman has a threat value of 7.
17 divided by 2
is 7 souls for that room.
is math.
Yep. That's how math works. Think arithmetic.
17 divided by 2, isn't that 8? That's 8. Or 9.
No.
Anyway.
Wait. 17. I'm thinking 14.
Yeah, you are. All
Yeah.
right. So
We failed at math.
We did. So, okay, real quickly, we also had it set up for the lowest value on the level 3 encounters, but what's the highest value?
The highest value would be, let's see, 2 large hollow soldiers.
All right.
Boom, boom. 2 Silver Knight swordsmen. So
Okay.
get this guy.
And this guy right here.
And 2 Silver Knight Great Bowmen.
Jeez. Okay, yeah, I don't think we've never made it this far into the game to be able to take on that many.
Yeah.
And how many souls does this add up to for the highest value encounter?
This altogether, I'm not going to show you the cards. I'll just let you trust me. It would be 32, a threat value of 32, which divided by 2,
16.
16 souls.
So instead of getting 4 souls in this one room for our 2 measly companions, we now get 16 souls, to which we can use like we normally would in at the bonfire. But like in our little intro, so many awesome items in there, but some of them are so overpowered that you're never going to get them until after you've even defeated the mini boss and you're knocking on the door of the main boss for this game.
Yeah.
So let's show them what we're going to do. This is house rule number 2.
House rule 2. So normally the treasure deck would be set up in one solid pile, and you would have, I don't know, 70 cards to draw through in order to maybe get that one item that you really love. What we've done here is split it into 2 separate decks.
Yep.
And we've already sorted them to where deck 1 has has items that can be bought by as long as one character has a stat in tier 2 and the rest in tier 1.
Yeah, so basically that's how we put all the low-level weapons and items in here. And let's just use the knight as an example. So we've got our knight right here. So the way we worked this, and feel free to finagle the deck however you want, but the low-level deck can have any number of stats in tier 1, but only one stat in tier 2. Now, every character has slightly different stats, so like we said, finagle the deck how you want, but as long as I would say 2 or 3 characters can equip that item with only one stat in tier 2,
it's a pretty fair bet that you can get it fairly early on.
It's going to be fair bet that you can get it before you get to the first mini boss.
Yeah.
Okay, so
we've marked that, and all of the items in that deck can be bought for 1 soul.
Yep.
So we place 1 soul as the selling price. The second deck requires any character to have at least 2 stats in tier 2.
Or above.
Or above. So we demark that one, and all items in that deck cost 2 souls.
Because you know you're going to get something more powerful.
Yeah. Excluded from this, I have already taken out the boss items, because you just get those by killing the mini bosses or killing the bosses. So those don't count. They don't go into the buying decks at all.
All right.
And then the last thing, after you would kill a mini boss, if you're playing a full room 1 all the way to the final boss game, you would normally put 5 of these legendary items into the deck after the mini boss.
Yep.
What we're doing here is taking just 5 of them, setting them into a third deck, and we are buying those for a total cost of 4 souls.
Because you know you're getting something legendary.
Yeah, you are. It costs more, but you definitely are getting something awesome.
Yep. So that's definitely a way that kind of helps to make it feel more like the video game. You are still likely to find some items early on that are going to be so overpowered that you may not even be able to equip them your first run through.
Yep.
But this is going to ensure that at least when you get to the mini boss, you've got something more than just your common items. And then one more thing, one more way that we get items in the video game is that sometimes enemies drop them.
Yeah.
So
what are we doing for that, Josh?
What we can do there is say, and once again, this is your choice, but remember, this is Dark Souls. It's supposed to be a hard game. So what we say is take 2 black dice, and on a roll of 4 swords, that room drops 1 item.
Yep. And that one item would come from the lowest costing deck.
Right, because let's face it, these are the riffraff of. I mean, them Silver Knights. They got some nice armor, but come on.
Likewise for the treasure treasure chests.
Yes.
Anytime you open a treasure chest, it also comes from the lowest costing deck.
Yep. All right, guys. Well, those are our house rules. Oh wait, one more.
the bosses and mini-bosses. You've just defeated the gargoyle. How do you get souls with this new system, Josh?
You don't divide by 2.
Yep, so you just take the boss's threat value, located in the upper left-hand corner, which is always going to be 10.
Yep.
And you just get that many souls.
Except for Ornstein and Smell, then that would be 20 total, wouldn't it?
You know, that's interesting. I'm not sure how that would work.
I don't know. We don't have the cards right in front of us, but anyway, those are our house rules for Dark Souls to help rebalance the game and perhaps make it a little bit quicker and maybe a little less grindy.
Yep.
The biggest complaint I've heard about this game from people who even really enjoy it is that it's too much of a grind fest.
Yeah.
So hopefully this helps make it more of a linear game without making it too easy. Because let's face it, this is Dark Souls. You're supposed to get your face crushed off by the gargoyle at least once.
Yep. So Choo-Choos, let us know what you think about these modified rules in the comments below. You can be sure to like and subscribe to our videos for more.
Yep. And we'll have links at the end of this video to more of our awesome stuff.
Yep. Stay tuned.
All right. Check you next time.